Darkness settles over the ruins of Nineveh, but the story of Assyria refuses to fade. The fires that once consumed its palaces cast long shadows into the centuries that followed, leaving behind mysteries, legends, and echoes of power that still haunt the imaginations of all who dare to look back. This is not merely the tale of a fallen empire, it is a saga of secrets, forbidden knowledge, and the enduring legacy that shaped the world. As the smoke cleared and the conquerors divided the spoils, something extraordinary happened. From the ashes, the spirit of Assyria lingered, refusing to be silenced. The libraries, though ravaged by fire and sword, kept hidden tablets and scrolls that would one day be unearthed. The gods, whose statues lay shattered in the dust, continued to haunt the dreams of those who inherited the land. In distant cities, Babylon, Persepolis, even far-off Alexandria, scholars whispered the names of Assyrian kings and marveled at their lost wisdom. Imagine the scene in the decades following the fall. The ruins of Nineveh are not silent, they are alive with the footsteps of looters, conquerors, and the first intrepid explorers. Ancient tunnels, once sealed by the priesthood, are broken open. Within these depths, strange relics are found, clay tablets covered in cuneiform, amulets and ritual knives, and, some claim, objects of power whose purposes are still debated today. There are reports of inscriptions warning intruders to turn back, curses etched by trembling hands as the city fell, and legends of those who vanished after entering the forbidden chambers beneath the ziggurats. In these ruins, stories are born. Some speak of a final library, hidden away by Ashurbanipal's most loyal scribes, its location encoded in riddles scattered across the empire's last royal tablets. Treasure hunters from across the ancient world seek these secrets, hoping to find not only gold but the lost wisdom of a civilization that seemed to command the very will of the gods. A few return with fragments of knowledge, star charts, medical recipes, prophecies. Many more are never seen again. As centuries pass, the legacy of Assyria is woven into the fabric of new empires. Babylonian kings copy their rivals' tactics, their art, and even their writing. Persian emperors adopt Assyrian techniques of governance, building massive road systems and creating networks of spies that echo the shadowy informants of Nineveh. Greek historians, awed by tales of the distant East, record the exploits of Assyrian monarchs, embellishing their stories with equal parts fact and legend. But the mysteries do not end with lost libraries and vanished treasures. In the heart of Mesopotamia, rumors grow of hidden tombs deep beneath the sands, chambers untouched since the day Assyria fell. Archaeologists in modern times descend into these crypts, their lamps casting wavering light on walls covered in ancient curses and scenes of forgotten rituals. What was the true fate of the last king? Did he die by his own hand, as some chronicles claim, or was he spirited away by loyalists, his body never to be found? The truth remains elusive, a question that taunts every scholar who dares to dig deeper. Strangest of all are the objects that defy explanation. In the ruins of Nimrud, explorers uncover a set of lenses carved from rock crystal, astonishingly precise. Some propose these were used for astronomy or even early science, evidence that Assyrian knowledge surpassed anything previously imagined. Elsewhere, engineers marvel at aqueducts and canals so expertly constructed that their secrets are only now being rediscovered. Were these feats merely the work of human ingenuity, or did the Assyrians tap into a lost science, a wisdom that vanished with their empire? Legends multiply. Some say that in the final days, priests gathered the most powerful relics and fled east, founding secret orders to guard the knowledge from the unworthy. Others tell of a scroll, the Book of Destinies, inscribed with prophecies so dangerous they were sealed away forever. Throughout history, occultists and visionaries have claimed to possess fragments of Assyrian magic, amulets said to grant protection, tablets that foretell the future, even rituals for summoning the old gods. Assyria's shadow reaches further still. The Lamassu, those winged guardians with human faces, appear in the art and architecture of civilizations for millennia to come. Their image becomes a symbol of mystery and power, a silent sentinel against the forces of chaos. In literature, the Epic of Gilgamesh, preserved by Assyrian scribes, inspires poets and philosophers from the ancient world to the present day. Its themes of mortality, friendship, and the search for meaning echo across the centuries, bridging the gap between the ancient and the modern. But perhaps the greatest legacy of Assyria is the lesson it imparts, that knowledge and power, no matter how fiercely guarded, are always at risk of being lost. The sands of Mesopotamia are littered with the remains of those who once ruled, each civilization believing itself immortal. Yet the tablets and ruins of Assyria remind us that the past is fragile, that secrets can sleep for thousands of years before being awakened by a chance discovery or a curious mind. Modern archaeologists, armed with technology undreamt of by Ashurbanipal's scribes, continue to unearth Assyria's secrets. With every excavation, new mysteries emerge. Why did so many cities fall so quickly? What became of the sacred relics that vanished from the royal temples? In a museum basement, a clay tablet is deciphered, revealing a previously unknown astronomical calculation. In a half-buried chamber, a wall painting hints at a lost ritual, its meaning obscured by time. The thrill of discovery is matched only by the sense of danger. Some excavators speak of unexplained accidents, of strange dreams and sudden illnesses that befall those who disturb the resting places of the ancient kings. Skeptics scoff, but the stories persist, fueling the aura of Assyria as a land where the supernatural and the historical are forever intertwined. Assyrian mysteries do not belong only to the past. Their influence is seen in the present, in the shifting sands of modern politics and the ongoing search for identity in the lands once ruled by their kings. Borders drawn and redrawn, peoples displaced and returning, the echoes of ancient Assyria are felt in every conflict, every negotiation, every dream of greatness or fear of loss. The question that haunts us is not just what was lost, but what remains waiting to be found. Somewhere, perhaps beneath an unremarkable mound or in a forgotten storeroom of a distant museum, the final pieces of Assyria's story await. Will the Book of Destinies be uncovered? Will the secret of the rock crystal lenses be unlocked? Will a prophecy written on a clay tablet come true, changing the course of the future as it once shaped the past? There is action in the search, a race against time and the elements, against looters and war. Teams of archaeologists, aided by drones and satellite imagery, scan the desert for anomalies, hoping for the telltale outline of an ancient wall or the glint of buried treasure. Local legends guide their steps, while cautionary tales remind them of the dangers that await the greedy and the reckless. The world watches as new finds are announced. A tablet, thought lost, reappears on the black market, sparking an international hunt to retrieve it. A fragment of jewelry, inscribed with a forgotten king's name, is traced from a remote village to a major museum, its journey a saga of intrigue and suspense. Each discovery ignites debate. Is this the key to understanding Assyria's lost wisdom, or merely another riddle without an answer? The excitement reaches beyond scholars and collectors. Filmmakers, writers, and artists draw on Assyria's mysteries to create new worlds and adventures. The Lamassu becomes a character in fantasy tales, the lost ziggurats inspire settings for epic quests. The very language of Assyria, its names, its curses, its invocations, finds its way into popular culture, keeping the old stories alive in new forms. For those who walk among the ruins, the sense of awe is palpable. Standing before the shattered gates of Nineveh, one feels the presence of countless generations, builders, warriors, priests, rebels, and kings. The stones themselves seem to remember, holding secrets in their cracks and shadows. At night, when the wind rises and the stars will overhead, it is easy to believe that the old gods still linger, watching and waiting for their names to be spoken once more. The mysteries of Assyria are not just relics of a lost world. They are living questions, challenges to our understanding of history and ourselves. Each discovery raises new puzzles. How did Assyria rise so quickly, and why did it fall so hard? What wisdom did it possess that has yet to be reclaimed? And what warnings, what hopes, did its people leave for those who would follow in their footsteps? Curiosity drives us forward, across deserts, through archives, into the heart of darkness and light. The lost knowledge of Assyria is a prize that calls to the courageous, the patient, and the daring. It is a story of action and adventure, of danger and wonder, of secrets waiting to be revealed. So let us continue the journey, together. Let us explore the forbidden chambers and decipher the coded tablets. Let us follow the trail of lost relics and forgotten prophecies. Let us honor the legacy of Assyria not only by remembering its downfall, but by seeking the truths that survived it. For in the end, the greatest mystery of Assyria is not what was destroyed, but what endures. The spirit of the empire lives on, in the stories we tell, in the questions we ask, in the relentless pursuit of knowledge that defines us as human. Every legend carries a grain of truth, and every truth begins as a mystery waiting to be solved. If this saga has captured your imagination, if the mysteries of Assyria call to you as they have to generations of dreamers, seekers, and adventurers, then join us. Subscribe, share, and become a part of Kingdoms of Mystery, where history is alive, danger is real, and every discovery is just the beginning of another story. The ruins are waiting. The secrets are calling. And the greatest adventure is yet to come.